Hi, Cindy.
Hi, thanks for having me. It's an
Thanks for
online
being on.
day.
Yay! You can get started and start showing off some of the things that you're showing me.
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about the webinar that I did today with my group, my quick sketch group. And I think just about everyone painted along with me. At least they raised their hand. So this is the quick sketch we did today. It took about an hour. And everyone painted along step by step. I'd show you the picture that we did it from. Oh, here it is. So this was the photograph. I think it's always interesting to see the photograph. And then this is the painting. There's a difference. At least they raised their hand. So this is the quick sketch.
Ooh, love it.
It took about an hour. And everyone painted along step by step. I'd show you the picture that we did it from. Oh, here it is. So this was the photograph. I think it's always interesting. I'm getting like a repeat back.
Yeah. Sorry, technical glitch.
Oh, it's been a technical glitch.
Yeah, you were saying your Zoom link didn't work or it canceled or something like that.
Zoom deleted my scheduled webinar link. And so I had to send out a new link and like 2 hours before. But some people may not have gotten that. So I'm sorry about that. But I do record my webinars.
Okay.
And then we put them in our private group as a bonus so people can go back and watch them over again.
Yeah, and we put it in the membership site. So that'll be up in a few days and then everybody can access it there too.
I like to edit it and then I tell people what colors I use and if it's wet and wet or wet and dry. Some of the techniques that I'm using, I explain that in the edited version. And then I send it to Molly and she puts it on our private site in the bonus section. So yes, we did it. Yay. And many of my students have already posted on the page. And we literally finished that half hour ago. So we're doing awesome.
They're just so daring, putting it up there. And it's just a nice, safe space to be able to share.
It is. I think it's a positive atmosphere. And I try to comment on everybody's paintings. Sometimes maybe a couple days and I have to catch up, but I really want to see what everybody does. That's a really important part of the experience for me to connect with my students, and I get to know them through their paintings. Yeah.
So do you have, it's kind of like rolling, right? Because some people are joining right now. Some people have been in it for a while.
Yeah, I've had some people in it for a year, some over a year, and we have some brand new artists in the group. And we're just getting them settled in, and I'm going to do a private workshop webinar with them in a couple weeks.
Oh, so that's coming up. Exciting.
That's coming up. We had a few new people that managed to get in today's webinar. They just signed up yesterday.
Oh, and they got in.
The link. So I think a couple of them were in there. It's like, so let's just jump right in and paint a landscape.
Great. Oh, I love it. And so, you have all these different levels of students. How do you manage that in one webinar?
Well, the webinars, I'm demonstrating, everybody's doing their own thing. And the way I teach is I simplify the scene. So I try to make it as easy as possible, whether you're advanced or just starting. I think once you get a little experience with my palette of colors, people start to learn that when I am doing a soft bright green, I go to my phthalo blue green shade. When I get into earthy greens, we're using green apatite. I use lavender a lot. People, they kind of get used to that. So when you use the same palette of colors all the time, you kind of know where to go.
Oh, wow.
after a while. At least that's how it's worked for me. And I've tried every color. These are hardworking colors.
Those are hardworking colors.
Yeah,
So that's something that I never thought about, that you have a certain palette and that
Mhm.
because your students kind of know your palette, they can just sort of prepare and get those ready. So there,
Yeah,
there it is.
everybody put their colors in the same place. They
Okay.
might not have the same exact colors, and that's fine. But we work like a color wheel. All our warm colors are here, and all our cool colors are there. And I use specific colors because they do a lot. They can you can create just about everything with your basics, but these go even further.
Awesome. Awesome. And today you're also sharing some of your, oh, sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I just say they work really hard. They're good colors.
They're the hard workers,
Yeah,
right?
they're Daniel Smith watercolors. I should say that.
Yes. Yes. I'll put it on the screen. How about that too?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, and it's a good idea to sign your name on your palette because if you ever come to my class, everyone has the same palette and you'll get mixed up. So I have always have people sign their names.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I wanted to share some of, let's see, quick sketch,
Yeah.
the things we've done in there. And like I said, they're all levels. So some of you are in quick sketch or you're just starting. And let's see, oh, what do I have right in front of me? Actually, I have Tuscany. Now, here we go. So in quick sketch, we don't have quick sketch right in front of me. I'll show a couple from quick sketch or similar. There we go. There's a couple. So in quick sketch, this is a little more advanced. We start out with something simple like sunflowers,
Okay.
and then we work our way up to some landscapes. And like I said, all those colors that were in that other painting are in this painting too. I use the same colors. Um, Another scene that's in quick sketch that I really love is vignette. And vignettes are really fun because you don't have to paint the whole town. You can just pick something and something in on that.
I love that one. So that is recently posted on your Instagram and doing very well.
Good. Well, we seem to have windows and doors.
Yes.
Doing
A lot of windows and doors
really
and puppies.
this is one of my favorites. It's from Zion. And I have people have done amazing with this lesson in quick sketch. Um, I'm doing Utah watercolors at the University of Utah and using the same things that I teach in here. This is another lesson that, just shows that you can take what you learned from one lesson and apply it to another. It's all about shapes, values, and colors. And we have wonderful colors here in the canyons of Utah. So
Nice.
I've got to get out of here and go see some. I'm like so ready to go to Bryce Canyon as soon as they open the doors. I'll be headed there.
Is Utah opening up pretty soon? I heard some states are opening, like 31 states are opening. So
we didn't have an absolute close. We had just a stay at home.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Not super strict here. Our numbers have been really good. And Bryce Canyon is a national park.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I check about once a week to see when we go there. I've got my trip all planned out.
Oh, nice.
If I can get out. Okay, so then we did a Watercolors by the Sea, which is opening soon. Once we take care of our quick sketch and paint Tuscany, people will open up Watercolors by the Sea. And this is a webinar that I did last week for the group. And the people in my other group too. So I'm like, sign up for Watercolors by the Sea. It's in there.
Wow.
the Facebook posts for this are amazing. And this is the Carmel waves that you see on the beach right there in Carmel.
I'm gonna hide this. Okay, there you go. That's better.
Yeah.
The words were in front of it, so but I love that one. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
a new one.
That is brand new. And this was also, I survey my people and ask them what do they want. And sometimes, this was a bonus webinar. We have 12 modules in Watercolors by the Sea, and then I think we have about 5 bonus webinars. So I
Nice.
add a few things as we go. But I did want to show a few things from Watercolors by the Sea because people were saying, I want to paint boats. And we've got some of that. And I may have shown some of these in another interview, but I'm just showing how we start out with one boat, and then we make more boats. This is complicated. And I think I provided a drawing for this. If it's really complicated, I tend to provide a drawing.
Oh, you provide the drawing. Okay.
And some of them. Not everything, because I want people to draw.
Yeah.
But if I feel that it's going to overwhelm them as a whole group, I provide something to help out. But some paintings are really quite simple, and you don't really need to take a drawing. Part of it is learning how to draw.
And where is this?
This is in Santa Barbara. I'm wearing my Santa Barbara today. This is Santa Barbara with the sunset. And this is about painting a silhouette with mingled colors and, of course, the sunset sky. I was really happy with that one. People did great. Yeah, I love, if you look at it close, you see all the mingled colors in his darks. It's something to learn because people just go black, and black it doesn't work in watercolor very well.
Good to know. So do you ever use black or just for the line?
I use neutral tints, and I use it to darken my colors. The only time I use black is maybe a small detail in a boat, or if somebody's wearing a black hat. I still don't use black. I use neutral tint as black. And I may add blue to it or a little purple. Yeah. Let's see. This is an East Coast painting. And I did the video module of all of this. And I did a webinar of just the lighthouse and painting light and shadow and shape. And so this became a two-part lesson. And some of my lessons are 2 parts. We have multiple videos in there. You have to have a lighthouse if you're doing watercolors. You see. And of course.
And where on the East Coast was that? Is that like
that was somewhere near Maine? I went on a cruise a couple of years ago, and I just love lighthouses. Like it's one of those lighthouses that we drove by, floated by. And then maybe on one of our excursions, we went by that one. This was painted in the Caribbean. And I filmed it live while I was there as one of my modules, so people can see how to capture that movement. And something used to intimidate me, but once you go through this lesson, I don't think they do intimidating. It looks complicated, but I make it really easy.
It does look complicated, but it does look like it's moving. So
doesn't it? It was. Yeah. It was moving the whole time I was painting it.
What?
Live. Yeah, I sat on the beach with Heather. I don't know if Heather's here, but anyway, I sat on the beach with Heather, and we taped it. You don't get the voiceover in that one because we're talking the whole time. And actually, in Watercolors by the Sea, I start off with seashells.
Oh, I love shells.
Yes, so that, you can start off with something simple.
And
And
that doesn't look simple.
I know it doesn't, but I show you how to make it simple.
I like the shadow on that too.
Yeah, the shadow, the light and shadow. It's really quite easy to paint, and the drawing is fun, and it's all in that watercolors by the sea. So that's probably enough. Do you have any questions about watercolors by the sea?
Well, I have one question about when you're doing like the shell one that you just showed. Do you do like a pencil drawing first before you're doing your ink drawing, or did you just go straight into your ink?
I go straight into the ink. And that's part of my teaching process is to get people to use ink sometimes to accept what they do. It makes you get it right. If you have a pencil in your hand, you think, oh, well, I can erase it. So you just kind of keep erasing, actually. Sometimes people erase too much. But I found with the pen, you go for it and accept what happens.
Yeah. And then I have another question about this one because, the background is so light. I mean, I guess it's sand, right? So, I mean, I'm thinking, how did you decide that you were going to make it like this size and have this light wash in the background? I feel like you could have just done the shell and
I could have.
But you didn't.
I could have. It was also about, how to utilize your page in a sketchbook. You don't always have to feel like you have to fill up the whole page. But sometimes having a border or a frame around your scene can make your page more interesting. And it's actually easier to paint a small painting than a big painting. So that's another reason. Both of these, see, it's just part of the page. That's a really good question.
Well, and then I had another question just about sketchbooks, because in one of the other sketches you showed us, it had like the palette on the side. And so I'm wondering, are those the colors you're using in that particular painting, or is that just like I see you do it sometimes, not always, and so I'm just wondering what's the pattern with that?
This.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm teaching, sometimes I'll put the colors down the side that I'm using. It just depends on the situation. Sometimes we're putting colors on a scratch piece of paper and it doesn't end up staying with the painting. But I liked it on this one. Just as I was talking about my colors, I put them on the side.
Nice. Okay.
I wish I did that all the time, but there isn't room.
That's true.
For every painting, the way it gets set up. So it just is a little bit random when it happens. But I do share when I'm teaching on a separate sheet of paper my colors that I'm using.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh yeah, we talk about it. I'm like trying not to show my.
Oh. You're hiding it. I see you hiding it with your hair.
I'm hiding my pile of stuff. Anyway, I don't have it. I usually have little scraps of paper with colors mixed on it, and we do that in our classes. We mix our colors. I talk about the colors as I'm going in different parts, like creating your greens, variety of greens. Before we put it on the paper, we're usually trying it out on a separate piece. Nice. I have your questions. They're great.
I'm just curious. So, no, you can keep sharing.
Oh, sure. I wanted to show, there's one more. Oh, we painted flamingos. So to show you part of my flamingo in our watercolors by the sea, which was really fun because then we all got into birds. different kinds of birds
Nice.
I see. And this is one that I actually did in Portugal. So when I'm traveling, I film my while I'm painting in my sketchbook, and I add those to my programs.
Ooh. So they're getting to see you actually painting it live. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they see it recorded.
Recorded.
And
recorded live.
Yeah, recorded live. Oh, this is a webinar that is in Watercolors by the Sea. So that is off the coast of Italy, and this one's off the coast of Italy too. I think this is also in Quick Sketch. So now and then I'll invite different groups, different parts of my groups to come to my webinars because I feel like they should be there.
So great.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, Tuscany is our other program, Paint Tuscany, and that is coming along beautifully. I grabbed a few of my paintings from that.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. There was something. Oh, this is kind of fun. We painted grapes.
Nice.
Very simple grape. And then we painted this scene, which is more refined and finished, and they're gorgeous. But I like to give people options because sometimes this is what they're ready for, something simple. But some of my students are like, I want to go further, and so I provide them a more advanced painting.
But you're not doing that one as a webinar, are you?
This was a painting module.
Painting module. Okay.
Yeah. This is a painting mod. These are in one module. I have 2 videos.
2 different ways. Okay, so that helps kind of explain also, like for the more advanced people, they do get some other extra stuff. And then the webinars are more set up so that most people can paint it, right? You simplify it.
Right. I simplify it for the webinar so they can be done in an hour.
Wow.
And so they have to be pretty simple. Very simple. Or it may not look simple, but it is. Let's see, I have one of my webinars right here. I have a pile of, oh, here we go. This was our first Paint Tuscany webinar. And so I took the scene, they drew it in pen, and showed them step by step how to draw. And then we added the color, and they turned out great. I know it looks kind of complicated.
It does.
This was a 1-hour webinar, paint along. So they get the picture in advance, so they're ready for that. And then I take people through the steps. It's so fun. My favorite part is going on Facebook and seeing their paintings. In Paint Tuscany, we also have a series on sunflower fields. I had a lesson on sunflowers, which I love sunflowers. I had to put them in there. And then I showed them how to do a super simple sunflower field, just as a super easy, quick sketch. Then we got a little more detailed right there.
So cool.
And then this one is more of a finished painting.
Whoa.
So to get them here, I start them out here and let my students know, do whatever level you want. So now you understand why sometimes my videos have more than one video.
Right.
Or like I did this, and then I thought, oh, this is going to scare some. So then I did this one and put it first.
Nice.
And it's all very organic, my process of following my heart and doing what I feel they need.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, really. And I actually I love all 3 of the, the paintings you just showed about the sunflowers too. Like
Mm.
Even the really simple one, I just think it's so beautiful, just having like this minimalist amount on page.
Yeah, these are so fun to have in your sketchbook. They just take a few minutes and they're going to end up in my, I have, sometimes I paint them on separate pieces of paper and then go in them rather than try to put them all in my sketchbook. I do have my sketchbook. I wanted to show you next the vineyard because we just put that up, and this was another one where I painted the vineyard, and then I realized I better give them something a little simpler first. So this is the simpler vineyard,
Yeah.
which I love. They're super easy. And then this is the let's do a whole cleaning vineyard. And even in that, I talk about cropping it. You don't have to paint the whole thing. But I'm waiting to see the posts on that. We just put that up, so we'll see what comes out.
Nice. That one, it looks like you can like really see the sky there. You can really see the layers. I mean, I don't know if it's this optical illusion through what I'm seeing.
Hills in the distance.
Yeah.
And then we have a peach sky. People have been asking me about, the layering and distance and how to capture that. So I really show that in this atmospheric perspective is one way to say it, or just painting the soft distant hill.
That's right. We've talked about that a little bit. It's beautiful there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love Tuscany. Gorgeous there. And of course, the doors and windows are always fun. This is my favorite door. And
your doors are extremely popular on social media too.
Thanks.
Doors and poppies.
Isn't that interesting? They like those doors. So.
And windows. Doors and windows.
Puppies. Yes. Here's puppies.
Oh, yeah.
In paint Tuscany. I love these. I'm actually using part of these in a book cover that I'm designing right now.
Oh, nice.
For someone. And next week, where is it? Next week, or in 2 weeks, I'm teaching with French Escapade. I'm doing an online class on poppy field. And this is kind of cool because it's very interactive. And they're managing cameras, and there's only about 15 people in the room. I need to send you that information.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I don't know about this. I was thinking I just missed it. I'm like,
no, you didn't miss it. They literally asked us yesterday, and we just sent them the information. So I'm going to paint something like this.
Beautiful.
In there. So Pearl went, one of my students from our online classes, she was there. And Sue, I think we had a few people that do this.
I'm wondering if you, I'm just going to put you on the spot here. I'm wondering if you're planning on doing like a Mother's Day card or a Mother's Day promotion of some kind.
Oh.
She's like, I wasn't thinking of that, Molly.
Mother's Day. We'll have to talk about that. Mother's Day, what a great gift.
Mother's Day, sign up for Quick Sketch.
Because we're closing Quick Sketch right after Mother's Day.
Why don't we do that? We'll just say that'll be like the last chance until next year.
Until we open it again, which could be a while. Because we need to take care of our people and keep it limited for a while. So yes, one last push for Quick Sketch, and it's a great Mother's Day gift. I like that.
Nice. Do you have more to show us today?
Oh, more?
You don't have to. I'm just wondering.
Oh, well, could show you what I just did in my workshop with French Escapade. So if
Okay.
someone wants to do the online in-person course, this is what we did yesterday
Ooh.
or this week. This is Spain,
Mm.
and that was a really fun class to do live. It was more like a 3 hour painting plus an additional hour and some critique type, so more long term type project. And so that's what we did there. I just thought it's fun to show you. I think
It is
it's
beautiful.
lots.
I love that. Yeah.
I will send you a picture of it.
Yes.
And
Please do. I
yes,
don't want to have to try to take a screenshot from this.
oh no. Also, I took pictures of it because I had to I have to post one on their Facebook page. It's all connecting, French Escapade is who I do my shops with in France and Italy and Spain. And they had to cancel a lot of their tours
Yeah.
in spring and summer. And
Mhm.
so we're doing online classes with them. And they are awesome, French Escapade. We're waiting to hear about the fall. And next year we're going to France or to Spain,
Yeah.
which is where this is the white walls of Spain. So pretty.
And
And
do you have that set up so that now people can register for that one? The Spain
yeah,
course this year?
yes, it's on. I think we just put a link on our site,
Okay.
maybe. If not, we'll put it on there.
If
And
not, it's coming soon.
French Escapade also has it listed for Spain next year. France is in the fall. We're going to the French Riviera, and we're just waiting to find out what the travel restrictions are and all
Mm.
that. It's a little early to tell. And then the University of Utah is doing some online classes for me this July, and we'll share that on my website where I'll be painting those Utah quick sketch things.
Yeah,
Doing
that's
work if you're into canyons and waterfalls and things like that.
I feel like you could do a whole nother program on just Utah landscapes, you know?
I
I mean,
could, I could, and that will be filmed, so I may turn it into something.
mm,
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm as soon as I can get it out of here again, I'm going around Utah to
nice.
take some more pictures for that workshop. So I'll be all set.
And are your University of Utah classes coming up? Are those virtual or are those live?
They're live.
They're live. Okay.
They are live. They're like my 1 hour webinars, except we'll have 3 to 5 hours
Wow.
on
Cool.
that. And the Kimball Art Center is working on what they're doing next. So I'm fortunate that I got all this online with you because you helped me make all this happen. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And I love that, people can take your classes from anywhere. So
Mhm.
we have students from like Singapore and Hong Kong and Australia. So
Mhm.
it's wonderful.
Cindy,
And
Cindy from Switzerland, and yeah,
it's really good.
Eva in Sweden, and yeah, we get to know people as they're sharing. I think Pearl's in Hawaii. Yeah, I always look to see where they come from.
That's true. And yeah, I get to see like in the groups too, and like
Mhm.
comment, and I get to see all the student work. So they are doing an amazing job. I can just imagine that you're super proud of them and that you still get to paint because you're painting everything that is beautiful and fun that you love anyway, and you're just sharing it with them and on how to do it. So I
I
love that.
am. I love, and I usually am just painting it for the first time live, so they get to see me as I'm figuring it out.
That
Something that
that's impressive. So you don't even like take a test run or practice or anything like that. I mean, not that we
well,
practice doing this either, but
some things I have painted similar or before, but no, when I'm doing my videos, it's a first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I want them to see me figure it out,
Yeah.
not just um, not just paint it and paint it and paint the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy. I love always talking to you and seeing your work. It's beautiful. Your students are doing amazing. And I just put your website up here, cindybriggs.com, so that people can go look at your online workshops that you have available, as well as your classes locally at University of Utah, and then your upcoming Spain trip, and France trip. So.
Oh, thank you for doing that. And Molly, a thumbs up for Molly because she is helping me constantly move forward. She's always got a good list of things for me to do. And I know she is making a great difference in helping me reach all these people. So thank you.
That's wonderful. You're welcome. Well, thank you so much. Just saying bye to everybody. Really appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.